Good morning, everyone. I'm rosboundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand God's Breath reading. Just a little later than usual, but it's a beautiful day. It was a lovely time just to have a little lay in, listening to the birds, reading a little. I got a bit involved in a book, but that's okay. We're here for the cards, so let's whiz over to them. And here we go. We've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti, the expanded edition. This is the usual intro for those who are familiar with how I do these spreads. Thank you for being here and watching, especially to those in replay. It's a lovely reading this morning because it's got the owls in it, of course. And here we go. Connecting with your spirit guides too, to give you that they're going to be helping you to get your own individual interpretation, how you're going to understand this. Okay, we have the owls or the birds in the home space. We've got sun as our theme for the day today, and it is the coffin in the workspace. So an interesting set of 3 cards that's going to potentially mean something to you, even if you are new to this and you're expecting something that might be, can I have a card please? It's not that type of reading. This is something that you take for yourself. Even though it is a general card spread reading, it is for you because you're here watching it. So take this as being your personal reading for today, and it does mean something for you energetically, for you psychically, for whatever you can feel from your connection with spirit. Whether it's just that you go by gut instinct or whether you do have a strong sense of your own intuition. Okay, so these are the 3 cards that we're looking at, and we do have an Owl Wisdom card that I share each morning with you as well. Well, weekdays I do. Learning is a gift, even when pain is your teacher. So it's a gorgeous card, gorgeous owl, and there's that little bit of extra wisdom for us to be open for our learning. And sometimes it is the teacher that is the best, is the mistakes we make and sometimes the pains we go through. So it's a lovely lesson there. Now, good morning, Shaz Good morning, Ros and all from Sharon. And of course I call her Shaz. So lovely to see you here. Now, going to zoom in so that we've just got the 3 cards that we're reading, being the relevant ones we're seeing. And here we go, with the sun as our... Sorry for laughing. So is cutting your thumb. Yes, it's a good teacher. It's to be careful of doing things with glass objects, isn't it? But hey, it will heal. There we go. And I do feel for you, dear friend. I really do. Here we go. Sun smiling. Look at that gorgeous sundial. This is a really great depiction of the sun. I think it's probably why I really like this deck, because it's got such beautiful artistry and artwork as such with these. It's not even just diagrammatic, so to speak. It really does create a bit of a art piece out of what is the simple sign of sun. I have seen quite a few decks that are extremely basic with just the, a cartoony picture of the sun, the word, possibly a couple of the keywords, and that's it. What we have is a gorgeous interpretation that includes the way that we tell time with the sun. Here we have a sundial that looks like a huge smile. I love it. Even though the face that's within this that would you call it a mural of the sun? It doesn't look like it has an emotion at all, and yet just that sundial underneath is setting it into that gorgeous smile. There's times where we can feel a bit glum and all the rest, and yet if we bring our face into a smile, even if we're not feeling it, we start to feel good. It's one of those sorts of muscle reactions or actions that we can do that's so simple to lift us up a little. This one is telling the time for between the 5 and the 6. Well, whether it's AM, it has to be PM, because not too often where we have the sun in the sky that's showing us in the morning, early dawn and real late evening. This is a daytime clock piece as such. We can't use it at night. So what we're having is that essence of beautiful sunshining energy that we have throughout our day today that's going to pick up and give us that wonderful masculine style of energy that really warms and gives us the flow through of having things being done. I feel that masculine energy is more of a doer rather than the deep thinker. Although there is that deep thought that is possible, of course. Men can think, they can have deep thoughts and, philosophizing and all that sort of stuff. So we've got all of the essence of what the masculine is in our day to day. That is the theme. But what we're being asked to do is keep an eye on the time as well. Have a mindfulness around what we are doing and when. So get your list of things to do out and see how many of them that you can get done in the day today. That type of thing. We'll see. There is wisdom here because we've got the owls too happening right next to the sun, and we'll have a look at that in a sec. I'm just going to check my comments again because I have noticed Fiona's here. So good morning, Ros Girly, and all around the globe. A good afternoon or good evening, because we are not just in our own time zone. So glad to catch your love, girly. Thank you. So with the birds, the owl, this is one of those, how I mentioned did I mention this is the expanded edition of the deck? This is the birds card, but it's depicted as owls as the extra card rather than just the other birds that are gathered round a seed, seed feeding station. This is the owls that are sitting and flying. First of all, it's actually sitting. It takes that pose to listen and be alert and observant and take note of what is happening first, and then it takes off and flies toward its prey or wherever it's going next. It has that time it spends in consideration of the environment around it and what's happening. Okay, now this is put so it's almost like it's either the dawn or the dusk. It's got that feeling of early morning or late evening type of thing. Is that when they feed? Because I'm pretty sure owls are a nocturnal feeder. So here we have that observant pose, spending time in the tree, probably only just woken up. Who knows? Ready to feed. It's taking the time. We need to be taking our time too, in the way that we've got that lesson to learn, like the other owl card is mentioning, as far as all learning is the gift. I had to look at the card again. So let's shift into that energy in our home space today. This is more around the home. There's things that we do need to be taking notice of so that we are placing it in that realm of wisdom rather than just being on autopilot and gossipy stuff is it gossipy stuff? There's group activity in the regular card that's the birds. This takes it that further extension of really thinking through and placing that in the way of what's wise to do. So take a little bit more time to consider what your actions are going to be, what your activities, what your thought processes are. Remember, all stuff starts from our thoughts. All of reality starts from our thoughts. Okay, yeah. So consider it well. That's what I'm feeling. This starts in the home space, of course, because where do we spend most of our time? It is in our home space, our home energies. We in our own body with our inner energies and, that soul connection. It is needing to have that thought through conscious activities as we take off to act on it. Okay? And it's with that glorious sense of the sun shining on what we do. And now, over in the coffin, I'm going to put up Fiona's next post. She has shared the numerology of the day. So day 7, and the numbers are adding up to being a 6 in the numerology for the day. Okay, and she's placed it in the 2 spaces. It's in the My Time TV, I think it's in profile as well as the page, the business one. Anyway, you'll find it. And we've moved into our workspace, that is the coffin. Our coffin is about things passing through, as far as in the way that the Egyptians do it. This is depicted, I think, because it is more a passing through or passing over rather than a death, even though a coffin is used for the dead body as such. It's that is the life essence moving on to the next life. So there's something that is a symbolic death-like action or activity or something in your workspace that is going to finish. It's an ending of what you know it of in this form of how it's existed at the moment. So it's brought the riches and richness of your work and your business into the same space and place. It's there ready to move it on to that next step, that next big event, like it is a new life. That's what I'm sensing from this. So in whatever you're working in today, if it's something that is nearing its completion, make sure it is, complete it well so that it is moved on. The next stage of tomorrow being a new day, a new step, a new something that's in your workspace, whether you own the business or whether you are part of helping colleagues in working for another business, something that you have as a job. So make sure that whatever it is, that it is completed well. The sun is shining on it. It is probably something that's going to be the harvest for tomorrow as such. Well, it'll be interesting to see whether we actually get the scythe for tomorrow in the workspace. You never know. It feels like this with the main theme being the sun, that we are getting that full essence of warmth and nourishment and activity from the sun as our theme today. Move into that in joy, happiness and gratitude. I'm just getting that really huge smile factor from this, because that sundial is what I saw first. So make sure that whatever you do throughout your day today, you have an awareness of the time and when things are happening, and that it does need to move on and complete. Okay? Right. So, and I've just said, here we go. Fiona has actually added a correction. So the day number hasn't changed, but definitely the card numbers have changed. So there we go. It is a 12. I'll just reiterate. I'll go over these card numbers. So it is 12 and a 7. Oh, hang on. I'll go back to sharing the card screen. It is, the bird's number is 12 with a 7 diamonds as the corresponding playing card. 31 for the sun with an ace of diamonds as the corresponding playing card. And we have the 8 for the coffin with a 9 of diamonds as the corresponding playing card. Significantly, and I hadn't noticed it, all of these 3 cards are from the diamond suit. So in how I interpret playing cards, the diamonds are the gem, the wisdoms, the intelligence. I don't know if that's how the tarot corresponds to the suits, that the diamonds is similar to the swords. I've never really gone into that comparison. I might look that up for, if I remember, I might look that up for what is tomorrow's reading, because I'm not sure. Be interesting to know. Or if someone of you in the that's watching in the audience as part of our family knows that, be lovely if you could share it. So there we go. So Fiona's put also, I've made a mistake, sorry, and it's 14 is 5 for the cards, and I fixed it. I'm working on both pages. Yes, fix it on the other page as well. So pop over and have a look. And one of the good things about that is you can also do your own numbers system if you like as well. Some people add the ace as a 1. Some people don't, including the Jack, Queen and the King can be the 11, 12, 13 or whatever numbering you like to use. None of it is set in stone. Feel and ask your spirit guides. Get them to guide you as to which way you'd like to do numbers if you're wanting to start on learning numerology. That could be part of learning the new lessons that the Our Wisdom card is letting us know today as well. Always different ways of doing everything. The saying used to be there's all different ways to swing a cat. Why would you want to swing a cat? That was one of the sayings when I was a kid. Okay, we'll leave it there. We all have things to do throughout a day today, so enjoy what you do. Put your thinking caps on as to how you can think through whatever is meant for you, as well as, that connection with your spirit guides. Don't forget that, and be present in the moments that you get it brought to your mind. Be fully present and conscious of what is happening around you. So there we go. And Fiona has, I'm on your private page, Ros Girly. Have fab day and all around the world a good afternoon or good evening. Thanks, Fiona. Lovely to have that blessing as well. Thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be, because we are all those individuals, immensely different. It's wonderful, this globe we're on, isn't it? Blessings and namaste. See you tomorrow around the same time.